Sam and I are in Montreal. This is the city where I was born, so it's always really fun to come and revisit. And we are going to be showing you some of the main attractions around town.
For our summer getaway, we decided to visit Montreal. Located in the province of Quebec, this city offers world-class festivals, arts, entertainment, and dining. We wanted to highlight what makes the city so special, so here are 30 things to do in Montreal.
Our first stop was the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts for a look at some of the current exhibitions. One of the nice things about this museum is that admission to the permanent collection is free at all times.
Well, it's time to burn off all of that poutine. We're here at Parc-Mont-Royal and we're gonna walk around and explore and see what's going on. This is one of the biggest parks in the city. We just spotted a woodpecker up in the tree. This is where locals come to escape the bustle of the city. You'll find many people picnicking here on a weekend.
So we've been walking around Mount Royal for a while now, and we finally reached one of the many lookout points of the city, and there are some amazing views.
On a clear day, you can see the whole city.
During our visit to Montreal, we chose to stay in the neighborhood of Le Plateau-Mont-Royal. The area is quite lively, with lots of bars and restaurants, and the residential streets are lined with spiral staircases. There were also lots of friendly cats who came out to greet us in the morning.
Summers in Montreal are a lot of fun. On Sunday afternoons, you'll find a huge drumming circle on the east end of Mount Royal. So we're now here at McGill University, one of Canada's oldest and most prestigious universities. And it's a gorgeous day outside. We're just gonna wander around campus and show you around.
McGill University is one of the most prestigious universities in all of Canada. Even if you're not a student, the campus is certainly worth a little stroll. One dish that you absolutely have to try when you come to Montreal, and that is poutine. This is a French-Canadian dish, and for those who aren't very familiar with it, it's basically French fries with gravy and cheese curds on top. Now it sounds a little bit gross and it doesn't look that appetizing at first sight, but trust me, it is delicious.
So it's time for the big reveal. Look down here. So this is the standard one. This is, oh, look at all the cheese curd, it's melting. And the gravy, it's just like these fries are swimming in a pool of gravy.
That's amazing.
Time for the first bite of the classic poutine here. Let's get lots of gravy on it.
Whoa, stringy cheese.
Oh, look at it on my mouth. Wow. That is so good. I just wish this was healthy so I could eat it more often. For a taste of French charm, wander down the cobbled streets of Old Montreal. It'll feel like you've traveled back to France several centuries. There are lots of great restaurants to try in this area.
For fine dining and shopping in trendy boutiques, you can pop into the Bonsecours market.
Habitat 67 is a unique housing complex and one of the most interesting architectural landmarks in the city.
Whether you visit Montreal in the summer or winter, there are always festivals going on. Be sure to check them out. So tonight we are at the Cirque du Soleil here in Montreal, and we're going to be watching their latest show, Curious.
While we can't bring you inside the tent, we can tell you that it is a fascinating performance that takes you into a different world.
This Roman Catholic basilica is located on the West Mount summit, and you'll have to climb 283 steps to reach the top.
The Biodome is a popular attraction for families with children. It allows you to walk through replicas of 4 ecosystems found in the Americas. We're here now at Olympic Stadium. This used to be the former stadium of the Montreal Expos, a baseball team that has since moved to Washington. I was fortunate enough in the 90s to come and watch them play when they had such great players as Larry Walker, who is considered to be by many the best Canadian baseball player ever. Originally though, the stadium was built for the Olympics in the 70s, and this is still the largest stadium in Canada in terms of seating capacity.
Because there was some landscaping work being done here, we didn't get to walk the full extent of the gardens. However, there is plenty to see here. The botanical gardens are home to Japanese gardens, Chinese gardens, and even alpine gardens.
Now I'm here at the Bell Centre, home to the Montreal Canadiens, one of the most historic and celebrated franchises in all of sports, not just in the NHL, but all of sports. They have such a storied history, but as a Blackhawks fan, my team has been doing better lately, so I've got bragging rights right now.
You have to eat smoked meat if you come all the way to Montreal, and there is no better place to do it than at Schwartz. This restaurant is an institution, and it's certainly worth lining up for.
The Notre Dame Basilica is located in the historic district of Old Montreal. Step inside to be wowed by the blue ceilings and gold-adorned altar.
So if you enjoyed checking out graffiti and street art, I would highly recommend the area around St. Catharines in the east end of the city. It's just so colorful, like you can wander down the lanes, and so many artists have taken over the area, so check it out. We are heading to St. Catherine Street, which is the place to go shopping. The street is lined with different stores and boutiques, and I know Sam is going to love this.
This is the main commercial artery of the city, and you'll find massive stores like the Bay and Simmons.
Montreal has long, brutal winters, and this is when the underground city plays an important role. Most of the downtown area is interconnected by underground paths and underground shopping areas so that you don't have to be out in the cold.
Parc La Fontaine is located in the borough of Le Plateau-Mont-Royal and is a popular hangout spot on weekends. Friends come to play sports and enjoy a picnic by the pond. Le Village is a vibrant neighborhood which is home to many bars, clubs, and theaters. In the summertime, the street is lined with 200,000 pink balls over the pedestrian-only street.
St. Viateur bagels, which are really famous here in Montreal. I got myself the cinnamon raisin one. It smells really nice. So what makes these bagels unique is that they are hand rolled and they are made in a wood burning oven. And this store is so popular that they actually produce 12,000 bagels a day.
Alright, time for the first bite. And I don't know if you can see it well with the camera, but there are huge chunks of apples. Look at that.
Ooh. Are you in your happy place?
I am. This is like the ultimate dessert for me.
A great way to get around the city is by bike. BC stations let you hire out bikes for a few hours or for the full day, and you can return them at any bike station in the city.
This is another popular cathedral in the city. It is the third largest church in the province of Quebec.
Montreal's Old Port is worth a wander. You can enjoy a quiet stroll along the waterfront or stop for a mid-afternoon nap in one of the many little parks found in the area.
The best way to get around Montreal is by hopping on the metro. If you're going to be in the city for a few days, we suggest you get a pass so that you can zip around from one neighborhood to the next.
This canal is popular with cycling.
So there you have it, a quick little glimpse at this beautiful French city. From festivals to live entertainment and dining to shopping, Montreal has plenty to offer for travelers. Hey guys, as part of my plan to embrace winter while being back in Canada, I'm in Montreal for the weekend, and this is the view from the guest house I'm staying at in the Latin Quarter area. I am stoked about going outside. I'm going to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff today. Hopefully some dog sledding, snowshoeing, maybe some skating. I'm also going to be devouring Poutine, and I can't wait to show you what a cool city Montreal is in the wintertime. It is seriously cold out today, guys. I'm all bundled up. Apparently with wind chill, it's almost minus 30. Check out those icicles. I'm starting to get some on my beard. I don't know if you can see it or not. Parc La Fontaine, and there's just this incredible skating rink, outdoor skating rink, and nobody's out here using it. If only I had my skates. What a fool for me not to bring them. Can't believe I didn't bring them. Oh, this is the best. There's a guy out there with his dog just gliding along on the ice with his boots. He doesn't actually have his skates on. Look at him sliding out there. That's awesome. Serious need of some comfort food to warm up. It's time to head over for my morning Poutine brunch. Oh, my precious La Banquise. Open 24/7 for all your poutine needs. Now comes the hard part. There's such an extensive menu here that I don't even know which one to choose. It is just seriously so nice to be warming up right now. My toes were starting to freeze. My beard was all frosty. This comfort food is going to do wonders for me. I think it's going to allow me to go outside and play around in the snow all day long. Oh my, the moment I've been waiting for. Oh, everything I expected and more. La Banquise has the best poutine in Montreal. Whoa, that seriously did not last long. Pure gluttony over here. So this is one of the more unique entrances I've ever seen to a subway station. Mickey Mouse is in the house. Hey guys, my life would not be complete without a Montreal bagel. Okay, now the $1,000,000 question. Do I go for a bagel sandwich or just spread on a bagel? Alright, it's a raisin cinnamon bagel and apple cinnamon cream cheese for the win. Alright guys, time for the first bite. So it appears we've got some snow cricket going on over here. It doesn't get too much more Canadian than this. Alright, it's time to complete the trifecta of must-have foods when you're in Montreal. I'm going for, of course, a smoked meat sandwich. And when you want the best, you come to Schwartz's. Seriously, it pays to come here in the winter. This is the first time I've ever been here. There hasn't been a massive plant. Now that really hit the spot. One thing to keep in mind when eating at these popular restaurants in Montreal is that some of them are cash only. You can only pay with cash. Some allow debit card, but very few take credit card. Now it's time to burn some calories, guys. The kind of embarrassing thing for me to admit is I consume most of those calories within a 2-hour period. I'm at Mount Royal Park right now, and there are all kinds of people doing totally different types of exercises, from snowshoeing to cross-country skiing to skating. So this is the reward for the long climb up Mount Royal. I'm near the top of the peak here, and there's going to be some spectacular views, I just know it. And the last stop of the day is at Fête des Neiges de Montréal.
So there is one dish that you absolutely have to try when you come to Montreal, and that is poutine. This is a French-Canadian dish, and for those who aren't very familiar with it, it's basically French fries with gravy and cheese curds on top. Now it sounds a little bit gross and it doesn't look that appetizing at first sight, but trust me, it is delicious.
So there's absolutely nothing redeeming about this meal from a nutritional standpoint. It's pure grease, and no better way for us to sample it than in this park right here. So we went to one of the most famous restaurants in Montreal for poutine, La Banquise, and in this bag here I've got two different kinds. One is the regular poutine and one is the premium kind, and we're going to show you what's inside. So it's time for the big reveal. Look down here. So this is the standard one. This is, oh, look at all the cheese curd, it's melting. And the gravy, it's just like these fries are swimming in a pool of gravy.
That's amazing.
You've got a premium kind. What did you get?
So I went for something a little bit fancier, and mine has bacon and goat cheese instead of the regular cheese curds.
All right, let's open this.
Da, da, da.
Oh wow, look at that goat cheese.
This is gonna be amazing.
This is the kind of meal that we're gonna have to walk off for hours and hours and hours upon end.
Oh, look at that cheese, my goodness. First bite of the fancy poutine. That is just as good as I imagined it would be. The goat cheese is warm, it's gooey, it's soft, the bacon is amazing, it's greasy, it's salty, it's amazing.
How about the gravy? Time for the first bite of the classic poutine here. Let's get lots of gravy on it.
Whoa, stringy cheese.
Oh, I got it on my mouth. Wow. That is so good. I just wish this was healthy so I could eat it more often. It's like a heart attack on a plate. We've been having this every day since we've been to Montreal, and I don't see us stopping until we leave.
So out of the two poutines we had, my favorite of course was the one with goat cheese and bacon because those ingredients are just stellar. And even if you don't like bacon, there's a whole variety of toppings that you can choose over at La Banquise. There's mushrooms, green peppers, hot chili, anything that you can think of.
So how much does the poutine cost? The regular one was just under $7 and the premium one was about $9, so it's quite an affordable meal. Excited right now. Montreal smoked meat along with things such as poutine is something you absolutely have to try when you're in Montreal. I'm gonna go sample a sandwich right now.
So Montreal smoked meat is made from brisket and the meat is allowed to cure for 1 week with peppercorn and lots of other spices. It's really flavorful by the end of that week. And I'm gonna take a bite over here. Let's see what this tastes like.
Wow, look at all that meat.
Oh my, this is falling apart. But it smells great.
You can see the mustard as well. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get that sandwich together there.
Okay, I'm gonna need a huge napkin after this. Wow. Oh my gosh. That is so tasty. The meat is really juicy and tender. It's served on rye bread with mustard, and I just love that combination. Really simple flavors. The meat is smoky. It's great. Look at that massive piece of meat.
Thing's a behemoth. I can barely keep it together in my hands. Time for my first bite. So tender and delicious. Oh. It's one of the best sandwiches I've had in a long time.
So there is one establishment in Montreal that is really well known for smoked meat. That's a little deli place called Schwartz, and it's been around since the early 1920s. However, that's not the only place where you can get smoked meat. There's actually restaurants and little shops across town that serve almost the exact same recipe, so it's not that difficult to track it down.
In a place that specializes for Montreal smoked meat, such as Schwartz, you can order it lean cut, medium, or fatty. We've tried a few different ones. Medium is our favorite so far.
Some of the popular side orders that you can also get with your smoked meat sandwich include poutine, french fries, or pickles.
For a typical smoked meat sandwich in Montreal, you're looking at roughly $6 to $8, and it's well worth the price to try.